Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I want to say thank you for coming to my channel and don't forget to subscribe. But in honor of my baby turning 8 this month, November 29th, oh my god, I'm so excited. She is the best thing that ever happened to me, and I'm so excited that she's going to be turning 8 years old this month. I am going to talk about my birth story, and it was very traumatic for me, so I might cry. I'm going to try not to. Having, conceiving, carrying Parker, the whole situation for me was very, 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 very traumatic. I had a lot of ups, I had a lot of downs, I had a lot of fussing, fighting. I disappointed family members and I disappointed myself, but I knew that I had a bigger plan. God gave me this little person that needed everything from me for a reason, and he has blessed me and gave me the push that I needed. Now I am going to tell you about the birth story, but me conceiving and carrying her is very much a traumatic story. It deals with fussing, damage to property, restraining orders. It deals with a lot of things. And if y'all want to hear that story time, just let me know. But for Parker, giving birth to her was the scariest thing ever. And I think that is one of the reasons why I am not pregnant again or had another baby yet, because I think I need to get over that, and talking about my birth story probably would help me get over it, because I really don't talk about it. I just talk about the good things. I don't talk about the traumatic things. Well, a lot of you do not know, none of you probably know, only my family members. I actually labored with Parker for 6 days. I went into labor on Thanksgiving of 2017. It was crazy because my mom, she does not drink, and she was drinking that day, so she was a little buzzed. Everybody was having fun, my family was together, and I ate a lot of food, but I was getting what I thought were Braxton Hicks, and I was like, oh, let me chill out because I'm catching Braxton Hicks, because I was dancing too. And it just got worse, so I went to the restroom and I was like, oh my god, what is this? And I remember calling my cousin-in-law over, and she was like, oh my god, you're in labor, you're in labor. When my contractions got closer, they sent me to the hospital, and they were like, oh, you're not ready to go home. Went home. I kept going back and forth to the hospital for those 6 days. I even went to my primary care physician practice, because he wasn't in the States, because he went on vacation for Thanksgiving. And I remember them like, oh my god, okay, you need to get in, scheduled a C-section because you have endometriosis of the cervix, so you're not going to dilate. I remember going to the hospital and telling them that, but the head of that department did not want to schedule a C-section. He wanted me to labor it out. Went back and forth, back and forth. On the 6th day, I remember going there, and my mom told me, my mom and my dad, one of our family friends that was pregnant at the same time, kept going back and forth because of her baby, and they was like, hey, don't leave. And they was like, what's going on? Just don't leave. To find out, she had been laboring too for 6 days, and by the time they was like, okay, we're gonna induce you because you need to be induced, Um, they found out that the baby was gone, no heartbeat. Um, so when my dad found that out, when I say he act up. He fussed, hollered, cursed, and that's when it's like, okay, well, we not gonna let her go home. I had the best nurse. She hooked me up to the monitors, and I remember kept hollering, I need the bathroom. I need the bathroom. And she was like, if you need the bathroom, that means that the baby's right there. You don't need the bathroom. So I remember they was like, okay, let's hook her to the machines. My contraction was less than 5 minutes apart. I was not dilating, and I was so uncomfortable. So they called over the anesthesiologist, and they was like, "Hey, we're gonna give her epidural to make her comfortable, and so she won't feel all this pain because she's been in pain so long. We want her to make sure that she's comfortable." I remember getting the epidural, and I remember being able to tell them, hey, I feel on this side, on that, I feel on that side. I wasn't totally numb, but that's how much pain I was in. I was just like, I don't care, just put this epidural in me so I don't feel this pain. And they put it in. I remember finally feeling like, oh my God, so much relief, and I fell to sleep. And that's all I remember. My mom said when I fell asleep, every alarm happened. So my heart stopped and my baby heart stopped from the stress of being in labor for so long. She said she remembered that the nurse jumped on top of me, started doing compressions. They rushed me to the OR. I remember I came to in the OR. It was like, okay, she's back. And they were just talking to me, playing in my face. Hey, how you doing? Talk to me. How you feeling? Da da da. And I was like, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. And they kept telling me, you can't go to sleep. You got to stay with us. You got to talk to us. Come on, talk to us. And I was like, do you feel anything? I was like, no, I'm just very tired. I want to go to sleep. And why y'all pushing on my stomach like that? And it kept me up long enough where I finally got to meet my baby girl. But it was kind of sad because when I met Parker wasn't breathing. She wasn't crying. She wasn't doing anything. They was trying to hit her on her back, on her butt, get her to breathe. She wasn't doing it. That's when the NICU people ran in, the NICU nurses, and they got put her on a breathing machine and brought her back, and she was breathing. She was okay. And when I asked, hey, is she okay? They was like, yeah. And I remember having my best friend on the side of me, Shay, and my mom with me. My mom was scared. She was nervous because everything happened so fast. And my dad, he actually wasn't there because he went check on a family member that was in the emergency room. So he didn't get to see how stressful that situation was. When they told me that Parker was okay and she was breathing, they got her to start breathing, all I remember is okay, and I went to sleep. And my mom said when I went back to me, I thought I was sleeping. My mom said when I closed my eyes and I went back to sleep, they rushed my best friend and her out, and they told them, hey, y'all go with the baby. Not knowing that they were working on me to bring me back. Because I went out again. Everything stopped again. They put my organs back in, so Mel worked on me, brought me back. I remember being in recovery, and I finally woke up again. And I woke up to this little thing just eating her life away, and it scared me, and I hit on top of the head. And when I hit on top of the head, they was like, stop, that's your baby, that's your baby. I was like, oh my God, okay, this is my baby. And I looked down, and she was just so beautiful and so chubby. And the best thing ever. And having to go through something that traumatic and still having to be a single mother and not talk about it is a lot. It's a lot. Because this whole time I'm going through this traumatic birth not knowing that I had untreated lupus, and that's why I almost died, and my heart stopped and my organs didn't want to work like it needed to. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. It's very, very, very traumatic, and having to go through it by myself. Because, yes, I had my parents. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Woo. Oh, back to what I was saying. Yes, I had my parents, but it hit me that me and my baby was fighting for our lives, and I did not have the person that laid on the maid Parker with me, fighting with me. And it took me a long time to get over this hate, this anger that I had towards him. But I'm happy I did. Took a lot of soul searching, a lot of therapy, a lot of putting Parker first to get over it. And I'm happy I did, guys. But it was hard. It was hard. But the crazy part about it, I want another child. I do, but I just want to have it with my husband, the right person. And I don't want to go by myself. I want to enjoy it and just be happy and not stressed out. Now, that's my birth story. And if anybody else had a traumatic birth story, I would love to hear y'all stories. So y'all leave it in a comment and let me know. Bye, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you're going to see a lot more of story times and vlogs. Just get to know me and get to see what I go through every day. So don't forget to follow and subscribe. Bye. High volume. High volume. High volume. Am I really that much?